Hey y'all, welcome to Sultan of Spirit. My name is Zelda, and today I'm going to do the monthly reading for Aries for the rest of this month, April. And I want to wish all Aries a happy birthday, happy birth month. I hope this new age, new year will bring you wonderful things. And let's see what the month has in store for you. Take the reading as it resonates. It's a general reading, so there might be multiple messages for different Aries going through different things, but with similar energies. So take whatever resonates, leave what does not. And let's see what y'all going through. I'm going to try a new spread. Let's see how that works. Let me know if it resonates. Let's get right to it. Okay, so it seems like Aries, you're dealing with a person, most likely a partner, could be a wife or a husband, a boyfriend, girlfriend. It could be even a business partner. But I have the Empress and the Emperor, so when they get together, it could be business, but it could also be a love partnership between you two. But I think somebody's not working. I have the Eight of Pentacles. So let me show you guys the cards. So this is what is showing me. It's kind of self-explanatory, but look. I have the Empress, I have the Emperor in reverse, I have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So there's two people in this situation you're in, you and someone else. I don't know if you're the Empress or the Emperor. The Emperor is an Aries card normally. This could be you, but it is an energy, so it could be you or the other person. Just take it as it resonates. But one of you is very giving, very nurturing. They're loving. They're like fertile in many sense, not just physically, but especially if it comes to work. Like they really do have a lot to give, and they're open and nurturing and caring and creative and imaginative even maybe, but they're like a positive giving mood with the Empress. The other individual, however, whoever represents the Emperor here in reverse, they're not really in a giving mood. They're very cold, very calculating. For some of you, could be dealing with somebody who has anger issues, control problems. They could be very, very strict on setting boundaries and keeping them, but don't respect other people's boundaries. They may not be very responsible. I mean, it's like they try to act like, they've got it all, or that they know the best, or like they're making decisions with their mind, with their head, with their reason and logic, but they're not. They're in an unhealthy position, in an unhealthy place. So they're being very cold and very possibly even mean and unfair. And yeah, I think the emperor, whoever represents the Emperor here in your life, they're not putting in any work. Whether this is a business partnership, a love partnership, or a family, they're not pitching in any work here. I think they're being either lazy or they're trying to be smart. Take advantage of whoever represents the Empress over here. Say you're the Empress, Aries. They're trying to take advantage of you, your creative, giving, loving nature, and they're not trying to do any work themselves, but trying to take credit. Or it could be where like you're the Emperor and you feel like the situation, no matter how much your other person is giving you love or creativity, work, care, empathy, you just don't feel like it's a workable situation, so you're not, putting any time into this, any effort into this. So take whatever resonates. But there is like some sort of inequality here, unequal work, unequal effort. You know, whether it's business, love, or family. Oh no, this is how it came up. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see where this situation is going to take us. So yeah, two people here, but they're not on the same page. Yeah, one of you is like very unstable and untrustworthy in this situation. I'm going to say that this is your person, but again, situation could be reversed, so take it as it resonates. I'm just going to read the cards. You're dealing with somebody who's not very open. I have the High Priestess card along with the Five of Wands. You might be dealing with a like annoyingly competitive person who likes to argue and compete and fight and one up all the time, and they like to feel in control this way, but not really put in any actual work. But yeah, and some of you are dealing with somebody who's very unstable. They could be secretive, mysterious. They control the flow of information. They decide what you'll know and what you won't know when they want to, you know, on their terms, not yours. So they're kind of self-focused, kind of fickle, in and out. They could be... Yeah, this is somebody who likes to argue and fight or compete. It could be you, it could be them. Take it as it resonates. Somebody's very immature here. I have the Page of Swords. Somebody's very immature with their words, with their thoughts, with their communications. They're very in and out. It's supporting the High Priestess here, and along with the Five of Wands. Yeah, I think this person is unnecessarily competitive, or they just like to come out on top in every situation, and they, you know, do it by getting into arguments or trying to act smart or even maybe scheme, be mysterious, secretive. There could be also deceit involved, and they pop up when they want to and then don't show up when they don't want to, so they're not really reliable. And this person, yeah, their communication, they could communicate with you, but it's very on and off, very immature. There could be some spying, some deceit and lies going on. Yeah, the communication between you guys is not really healthy. It's like childish, because the Page is like the child, the immature energy here. And the cards are flying. Alright. Yeah, there's no balance. For some of you, I think this is that you're definitely dealing with a partner here. Business, family, love, whatever applies to your situation. Somebody's being very clingy, very self-centered, and this is throwing off this partnership. It's throwing off the balance here. It's an imbalanced partnership or situation you're in, Aries. I have the Sun, which is, you know, fire sign. I have the Sun along with the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. There was some clinging. Somebody was clinging onto something or someone. There might have been codependency issues, especially materially. If you have kids involved, your person could be very clingy, very like controlling. They might have a lot of fears and anxieties or insecurities that affect their thinking in really negative ways. But yeah, whoever's was or is like in a clinging, like also stubborn, um, like position, the way they're behaving, they're like stubborn and clingy, or fearful of losing things, fear of abandonment, fear of letting go. Um, they like to have a lot of tight control over whatever they have or own. Yeah, their behaviors is like it really did throw off this the balance within this partnership or relationship or in this situation. Uh, Somebody might not also be good with finances. They might like overspend, or they might be to the contrary, extremely selfish and greedy and not giving at all. Uh, but I think together you guys did have some happiness, like a happy union. You guys might have felt like at one point like kids with each other, like this positive, happy feeling mutually. But yeah, there's some sort of a problem going on here. Something that has to do with control, most likely, or clinging, or codependency, material, financial issues, or somebody who's very combative and argumentative or competitive. That's like throwing, and it also could be deceitful or immature in the way they think or speak. That's really throwing off the balance in this union or partnership between you two, Aries. Yeah, somebody's gonna close off emotionally. Watch out if you're dealing with somebody who's emotionally manipulative. That's possible for some of you. Page of Swords too. Oh yeah. Some of you are worrying that this partnership, some of you are very, very worried about this situation or partnership. I have the Nine of Swords, or you're going to be very worried. And you're worried that either you're being manipulated, emotionally. Some of you might worry that this partnership, this, especially if it's about love or creative business or a healing business, that it's gonna come to an end, that you might lose your person's love, or compassion or help, or they might lose yours. There is some sort of a worry here, but again, some of you are dealing with somebody who is emotionally manipulative and controlling and combative and secretive or even deceitful. I have the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is somebody either who closes off their emotions because they don't have much control over it. They could be very clingy as well. It could also be somebody who's emotionally manipulative. Emotional blackmail, gaslighting, guilt tripping, lying, you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, along with this, there's a lot of worries, a lot of fears, could be regrets, problems sleeping. But yeah, this is insecurities here. Oh, illusion. What? Illusion? Really? Interesting. So, yeah. I'm just seeing you two. There you are. Oh, you're going to demand justice. Man, with this, okay, somebody, either you or your person, Aries, is going to offer some love or some apology or opportunity to heal, appreciation, care, nurturing, compassion, you know, whatever. They're going to offer you something emotional. but like it's going to be an opportunity for healing. I have the Four of Swords along with the card. So, like a rest, a chance to heal, recover, but it's also attached to the Seven of Cups. So, sometimes this card brings up the energy of illusion, like the Neptune energy, where the guy, there's all these cups over here, but the guy is drawing something completely imaginative that's not even sitting in front of him. Excuse me. Could be like they're not looking at the situation in a realistic way. They're not they might pick and choose what they want to see in the situation or the person, and not see them for who they are, or see the situation for what it is. And they like their imagination also comes in and fills in the gaps, and that could be dangerous because it's illusion and it doesn't reflect reality. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that's what that really represents here. It's like they're offering something that could potentially heal both of you. It could be also a break between you two, or it could be compassion, apologies, love, care, help, or something like that. But there's still an element of illusion here. That's just, this offer is still not exactly realistic, or it's not honest. There's still something, or it may not be enough. And it's going to lead you to a point, Aries, where I have the King of Wands along with the Justice. You're going to demand justice. I'm taking this card as representative of you, Aries. The King of Wands, the King of Fire, right? Or the Queen. But yeah, the King of Wands is like the energy is very, very sure, very confident. They take on leadership, and they're very passionate and energetic as well. And they take charge, So I think that you're going to take charge of the situation, and you're going to demand justice. Whatever that means in this partnership between you and this individual, whether it's like you demand them to be fair in this situation, whether that you want them to be honest, whether you want them to be giving or open or clear, you want them to work their part, do their part, actually put in practical work and effort into your situation, or you may demand them be responsible, especially when it comes to money. Not too giving and not too like selfish or clingy. You're going to, whatever your case is, you're going to demand justice, fairness from the situation. I think you're going to see the person or the situation exactly for what it is, and what's missing and what the problem is here. Yeah, you're with a manipulative person, whether it's love or business or family, whatever your situation is. This partner, this person you're attached to or you're dealing with, it's a manipulative person. I think especially in the past, for some of you Aries, this connection or this person has gotten really toxic and unhealthy. You might have felt like completely stuck with them, attached to them in a very unhealthy way, or controlled, manipulated by them. Whatever was toxic. I have the Devil, but in the reverse. So it's like you're going to leave it in the past. And the Devil is attached to the Magician. When those two cards come together, I'm thinking somebody very manipulative, but that you're leaving behind. Actually, with the High Priestess, I have the Five of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil, the Magician, Seven of Cups. Yeah, sadly though, this person you're dealing with is manipulative person and controlling and have a lot of anxiety or insecurity problems. And I think you're going to leave them alone. Justice is going to demand that you isolate yourself, you be alone, or leave them alone. Take it as it resonates. But the hermit is when you take some time for yourself, when you need to really think certain things through, find some inner wisdom, get in touch with your inner self, um, to regain some peace and balance within yourself. You need to take some time alone and isolate yourself a little bit, but in a healthy way. You know, you could yeah, if you leave them alone, obviously, you're also going to be apart from them. So it's like, yeah, leave them alone for a little while. This connection. Or it could be where you're going to leave them out of this relationship for a while because you're demanding them to be just and fair. And if they're unable to do that, if they're going to continue with their manipulative ways, with their unfair ways, unhealthy, toxic ways, you're going to leave them out of this connection or partnership. And I do think that you guys did have something pretty, a good connection of some sort, a happy union. Some sort of, you guys have built something together. It could be family, relationship, business, take whatever resonates. But they're not being fair, so you're going to have to leave them alone so that you can get rid of this manipulative, toxic, energy, especially if there was a situation where nothing was being manifested, like, only one side is working, the other is not. So how much productivity can you get from that, right? So especially if it's a business situation or a home family situation, you need equal work, equal effort. And if they're not going to manifest anything, or if this partnership won't manifest in a positive, productive, good way, healthy way, because of this toxic issues, you're going to have to isolate yourself from them, or just isolate them. And I think that, yeah, you're going to stop fighting. You're going to stop putting in effort into this. You're going to stop defending. I have the Seven of Wands in reverse along with these. You're going to stop defending your position, and you're just going to let it go, I think, Aries. Or a lot of you guys are going to do that. And there might have been also a level of confusion, not knowing which path to take, or unsure of your situation, like doubts you might have had. And you might have also been very defensive and trying to really get through to this person, trying to really, like, hey, I need you to understand this. Why aren't you doing this? Or why are you behaving this way? And you're trying to really get through them, but it just won't work. So you eventually give up because you're just wasting your time. So yeah, that's how you're going to be feeling, or that's the point you're going to arrive at, Aries, if you haven't already. Oh yeah, this is going to lead to an ending, Aries. Major ending. I think you're in a karmic situation with this individual. So you're supposed to deal with them, be with them, but you're supposed to learn from them or the situation you go through. Whatever you have to deal with, you learn from them, gain wisdom, become smarter, more experienced, and you move on to better things. So I think for a lot of you, Aries, this situation is going to come to a complete end, or this partnership, this union, is going to be a major shift within. If you don't leave them, if the situation doesn't come to a complete end, then things are going to change within this partnership and union, but in a major way. Nothing's going to be like it was before ever again, because old patterns, old cycles, like, they've run out their course, and you're moving on to better things, to future. and you're gonna leave that in the past. You know, it's the World card, the colossal ending. It's like a new chapter in your life, or even a new book. You know, so that's where it's gonna lead you, Aries. And let's see. Oh, look at this. Right after the World card, I have the Fool. Beautiful. Oh yeah, new start. Yeah, a lot of you guys are gonna leave this person behind, Aries, and for good reason. Because they're not gonna be able to give you justice, give you fairness, give you what you deserve and need. You know, you put in effort, you do a lot of things, and you don't get in return what you hope and need. It's unfair situation, toxic situation. Are you gonna let go? So, and you're going to start fresh, new leap of faith by yourself, most likely single, or if it's a business situation, you know, take on and move on your own and look for opportunities on your own. It's like starting from zero again after the World card. This is beautiful. This is like the very end. This is the very beginning. So yeah, you're gonna have a new start, a fresh new beginning, Aries, by yourself. And that's going to be very refreshing, very positive, compared to what you have to deal with or what you've been dealing with before. Yeah, look. And then I have the Seven of Cups. You're going to leave, Eight of Cups. You're going to leave this situation. You're going to leave this partnership or this relationship, whatever you had going with this person. You're going to grow tired and you're going to leave them behind. Like how this guy is leaving these cups and you're like underwhelmed, uninterested anymore. You don't want to deal with it. So you're moving on by yourself, Aries. Yay! It's going to be good though. It's going to be good. So keep your head up. It's going to get better. But yeah, it looks like you're going to have to go through a major ending, and I think the universe is pushing you through this change, so welcome it. Okay, all right, well, this was your monthly reading, Aries, for the month of April. If it did resonate with you any kind of way, like the video for me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before leaving. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon again. Bye bye. Happy birthday again.